Okay guys, we're installing a Motobilt JK rear micro bumper with 20-inch light bar cut out. It's a pretty straightforward installation. One of the first things you're going to need to do is remove your OEM plastic bumper off the Jeep. Once you get that removed, you're going to cut about 1 inch of the frame off flush with the cross member. So just measure back 7/8 to 1 inch, take a Sawzall, and just drop straight down, make a nice clean flush cut. When you do that, go ahead and grind your areas down, clean up your burrs, and come back over it with some rattle can. And it's the same thing on this side. So you want just flush with the cross member. Super easy, a little Sawzall action, and you've got it done. Okay guys, we're at a point where we're installing the 20-inch light bar in this micro bumper with the 20-inch light bar cut out. Mounting surfaces are a 21.5. When you do this kind of stuff, make sure you lay the bumper down on a piece of cardboard or a nice piece of carpet or something like that so you don't scratch up your freshly painted bumper. But just for the orientation of the tabs and how they work, it's really a simple, easy design. The tabs are slotted so you can get that light bar positioned nice and center in the cutout of the actual bumper. But thanks, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next step and get this mounted up. Okay guys, we've got the light bar installed into the rear micro bumper. The next thing you want to do is slide your D-ring shackle mounts in, and it's a pretty simple process. You're going to slide them in until they line up with the holes in the frame rail and that line up with the holes in the D-ring shackle mounts. Then after that, you're going to go ahead and lay the micro rear bumper over top, and then we'll start putting some hardware in on this thing. Now Motobilt builds their stuff really tight tolerances, so you may have to use a 2x4 or a dead blow or sand hammer or something like that to kind of encourage it to slide over the frame horns, or maybe just a little bump of a big fist like this guy's got right here with nice little gloves. It'll eventually work its way down and around those D-ring shackle mounts. And that's it. You want to get it nice and flush, as tight as you can, so the holes line up on the sides of the frame, and the holes for the receiver hitch. If you are running the receiver hitch, the bolts and nuts, they kind of hang out a little bit, but you'll see as it starts to center itself up. All right, thanks. Next step, we're going to move on to getting the hardware installed. It's going to go through the outside of the bumper, through the frame, through the D-ring shackle mounts, and then we'll install the flag nuts and the rest of the hardware, and this thing will be a done deal. Thanks. Hang on just one more second. Okay guys, we're going to go ahead and install the hardware that holds the micro bumper and the rear D-ring shackle mounts in. The one bolt that goes through the side of the frame rail that's centered inside the cross member, we supply you with a really heavy duty flag nut that you're just going to pop into that crack and then spin sideways to get on the bolt that you just ran through the frame rail through the D-ring shackle mount. But I wanted to show you the location of that slot in the cross member so you can knock that out. All right, thanks guys. Okay guys, we're at one of the final steps of this installation, and that's actually installing the mounting hardware for the bumper and the D-ring shackle mounts. It's a pretty simple, straightforward installation. You're going to put a nut and a flag nut on the back side of the frame rail, and you're just going to slide the 3/4 inch grade 8 bolts through this side, through the bumper, through the frame, through the D-ring shackle mounts, and then out the other side, and then put your nuts on the back. These two small holes here, you're going to reuse the OEM factory bolts that held your factory bumper on, but other than that, you know, leave everything nice and loose until you get both sides on, and then go ahead, come back and tighten everything down. But we'll go ahead and let TJ do that just so you can kind of see how it goes. So 3/4 inch grade 8 bolt with washer. And then he's going to put the nut on that side. And then again, 3/4 inch grade 8 bolt on this side. Now this is the side where you're going to have to get behind the frame and actually fish the flag nut through the gap in the cross member to get it started. So just kind of use your feel of your hand, and then you're lightly going to spin that bolt until you get it started. And once you get it started, you're going to repeat this process on the other side. Install those 2 factory bolts that held the factory bumper on. Once you get them all on, you got the bumper nice and square, it looks even and level, go ahead and tighten it down.